Hey, 49ers fans, I'm Thomas Mott. Welcome into Chat Sports, and today, let's go ahead and recap day one of the 49ers free agency, breaking down exactly what happened and the moves that they made. Are you guys shocked with how great the 49ers did? I love the moves that they did, but we'll go ahead and break them down one by one and start with Arik Armstead. So, the star defensive lineman has cashed in, what is this, a 5-year, $85 million deal. We talked about the deal actually coming yesterday on the channel, and sure enough, here it is. It's massive, $48.5 million in guaranteed money, and it looks like he took a little bit of a discount as well because it comes out to about $17 million a year, and the franchise tag would have been about $17.456 million a year, so saves a little bit of money for our 49ers, but overall, the reaction to this is very simple. If you are against this move, then you don't watch enough football. And that's harsh, but it's true. We got the backwards hat on tonight. We're in a different studio. We're going to be a little harsh tonight for all the 49er haters out there. This is a great move. Arik Armstead was fantastic last year. He was great last year. Double-digit sacks, crazy amount of pressures, and moving him around on the defensive line like they do, play D-tackle on the inside, move him around on the outside. He shows how versatile he is, and you need to be when you're on a defensive line of that many good and talented players. So I love the move overall. I love that they went ahead and locked him down, and they basically said, hey, if you play well for us, and you're coming up on needing a new deal, you're in the final year of your deal, we're going to take care of you. Now, this is expensive. It's a lot of money. I said it was a little bit of a discount for the 49ers, but even then, still $17 million is crazy to give him a year. $85 million is a lot, but as we said before, this had to be done. They need to make sure and keep their defensive line as good as possible, and this was the first move that needed to happen overall. You see the 49ers defensive line been flashing up on your screen. Even with the Buckner move, which we're going to talk about here in just a second, I still love the idea of signing Armstead because not only does this get your number one priority done with, you can now focus on the other moves the 49ers need to make, which we've talked about here ad nauseum at the channel in terms of JImmie Ward and Emmanuel Sanders. Before we move on, a quick ad break here on YouTube. Answer the pinned comment down below. Which 49ers move did you love the most, right? They recently re-signed an offensive lineman. Maybe it's not that one, but Armstead, Buckner, which one do you guys love more? Let me know in the comment section. Moving on, the 49ers, they were not done. We had heard rumors of a mega deal coming. I actually didn't know it was going to be with the 49ers. I thought it was going to be the Stephon Diggs trade, which, of course, we're filming this late on Monday night, so there might be some more trades happening on Tuesday, but at the time of filming this right now, the mega trade that happened on Monday night was Stephon Diggs. I thought whenever they were reporting a mega trade in the afternoon, that was going to be the trade. And then, boom, the 49ers shocked the world by trading star MVP of their defense. They made him defensive MVP DeForest Buckner, shipped him off to the Indianapolis Colts for a number 1 overall pick, or if I should say a first-round draft pick, number 13 overall. The 49ers are going to save $12.3 million by trading Buckner away, and the trade looks just like this. The 49ers received number 13, and the Colts received DeForest Buckner. Now, here is what Kyle Posey of SB Nation Radio had to say about the trade. Quote, "This wasn't a situation where the 49ers decided to pick Armstead over Buckner. They didn't have a choice here. From people I spoke to, Buckner wanted to make Donald money. That's Aaron Donald money. And the 49ers were not going to be able to pay him that. That's how we ended up here." So, couple of thoughts on this one. One, if this is true, then they 100% made the right deal. They could not afford to pay him Aaron Donald type money. And for as good as his stats were past couple of years, he didn't deserve Aaron Donald money. He's not Aaron Donald good. So, they get rid of him. They save a bunch of money, which they can then put towards Arik Armstead and also put towards other free agents, right? They can now go get a cheap pass rusher. They can re-sign Emmanuel Sanders, get a new wide receiver. They can re-sign JImmie Ward. They can do a lot more because of this trade. Oh, yeah, and now they have the 13th overall draft pick. That is so important. Like, I know how great DeForest Buckner is, and I would have liked to have kept DeForest Buckner, and he was on the final year, going into the final year of his deal, so you could have had him for one more year, which, again, maybe you wait, but now you guarantee to get something in return instead of letting him walk in free agency. And that in return is a number 1 overall pick, or a first-round draft pick, I should say. I keep saying number 1 overall pick. I mean first-round draft pick. Don't freak out in the comment section. But it's number 13. It's a top 15 pick. The 49ers now have 2 picks in the first round. They can do some crazy things with this. Trust me when I say this. They can really, really, really improve the long-term future of our team by having 2 first-round draft picks. I know we love Buckner, and I just said with Armstead, right? They need to go ahead and keep as many good defensive linemen as possible. Well, I take Armstead over Buckner any day. He's really going to be cheaper than what Buckner apparently wanted, and now you get a first-round draft pick overall. I think the 49ers, between these 2 moves, had a fantastic day, a great day and a day that we will look back on and go, wow, John Lynch, who's done some great stuff the past couple of years, did it again this offseason, and they're still not done. Now, remember, at the time of watching this video, these are the only moves that have happened. We're going to talk about Sean Coleman as well here in a second, but these are the only moves that have happened. So if you're watching this on Tuesday afternoon or Wednesday morning and like the 49ers have done other things, you're going, Thomas, where are those moves? We're going to have them here on Chat Sports, just not at this moment. So don't freak out in the comment section like I know a lot of you guys like to do. I read them, trust me. In terms of the comment section, why don't you go ahead and answer this question for me? If you want to go ahead and comment, answer, was trading Buckner the right move? Type Y down below for yes. Type N down below for no. I want to hear from you guys. I think we'll see a lot of Ys, but I'm not 100% sure. That's why I wanted to go ahead and throw that question out to gauge the fans and see how you guys are feeling. Before we move on, I wanted to give you guys a little discount here on a 49er hat. Maybe you're feeling good. Maybe DeForest Buckner, maybe Arik Armstead wants to get himself a brand new 49er hat with his brand new money. Well, he should go to chatsports.com/49hat because the hats are on sale right now and they're all authentic. So if you're watching Arik Armstead, he probably is, right? It's the best 49er channel on YouTube. He's probably watching right now because he's quarantined, most likely, or at least, you got to be in your house right now in San Francisco. So maybe he wants to jump on a hat deal. If you're in your house, you're bored, you want to get your swag ready to go for whenever you can come out of your house due to the virus going around, chatsports.com/49hat is the way to do it. Check it out. It's links in the description box, down below. Final bit. All right, how about something that dropped literally at the very end of the evening? I guess still Monday in San Francisco, but already into Tuesday morning on the East Coast. JImmie Ward has agreed to a new contract, or I guess did agree to a new contract in day one of free agency. 3 years, $28.5 million. This, again, is all due to the fact the 49ers were able to free up a lot of cap space. We talked about it earlier just a couple of minutes ago in DeForest Buckner getting rid of that $12.5 million salary they would have had to pay him. So they keep JImmie Ward, and that means San Francisco is looking like they could bring back all of their key free agents that we talked about ad nauseum here on the 49ers report, which you got to remember, it seemed like they were going to lose everybody at some point. No Armstead, they're going to lose Ward. Oh my goodness, we might lose Emmanuel Sanders, and yet here we are. They are starting to re-sign basically everybody. JImmie Ward, though, is huge in terms of $9.5 million guaranteed, $28.5 million overall, according to according to SiriusXM's Adam Kaplan. He was the 6th best safety, according to Pro Football Focus. And yes, you could have gone to the draft and gotten like a Grant Delpit, but Grant Delpit's not nearly as good as JImmie Ward has been and probably won't be for a very, very long time. This now means San Francisco has one less need in the draft, in which they have 2 first-round draft picks due to the fact that they were able to trade DeForest Buckner. I love going ahead and signing JImmie Ward as well. It's big, it's huge, and I honestly think, and we'll wait on Emmanuel Sanders, depending on when this video drops. Obviously, this video is going to drop probably Tuesday morning. We're filming on Monday night, so Sanders might drop at this point. He might not. We'll have to wait and see. But in terms of JImmie Ward, this is, to me, more important than a wide receiver. This shores up that defense, meaning the defense is basically the same as it was last year, minus DeForest Buckner, and that means they're going to be very, very good for a very, very long time. I love this move by our 49ers, and honestly, you might call me a homer. It's the 49ers report. I get it. But at the same time, the Niners did a great, great job overall today in terms of locking up Arik Armstead, locking up JImmie Ward, and freeing up a ton of cap space in order to do so by letting go of DeForest Buckner, as we talked about a little bit earlier. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments section down below. And just, type JImmie Ward down below if you love this deal. How about that? Maybe just type J down below if you love this deal, bringing back JImmie Ward in the comments section. I want to spam a lot of J's because I love JImmie Ward this year, and I love the fact they're bringing him back on a very good deal for both sides overall. Type J down below. That was made on Monday, the very first day of NFL free agency. I guess very first day of illegal tampering. They did. Not a big one. We saved it for last. Go ahead and extend offensive lineman Sean Coleman, who did not play in 2019 due to injuries, but many people consider him to still be a very good offensive tackle who started 16 games in his career and will now, I guess, essentially mean that Daniel Brunskill is going to be the official guard. So it's not the sexiest move, right? I want to just share that with you guys here. 49ers didn't do anything after, really, Buckner and Armstead, but they did extend Coleman. They gave him a little bit of extra money to go ahead and keep him in San Francisco, and I think this is a move to add depth to the tackle spot, or I guess keep depth at the tackle spot, as Joe Staley's future is unsure with the San Francisco 49ers. So good depth right there. Before we wrap up this video and look ahead to what's coming in the next couple of days, maybe, who the 49ers can continue to sign. Be sure to subscribe down below for the fastest growing, the greatest 49er channel here on YouTube as we're approaching 20,000 subs. And we have great reaction videos, news videos, rumor videos, just like this one. It feels like every single day on the 49ers report. So what they did today did a great job overall in making sure the 49ers are set to go ahead and maybe lock up all of their free agents, at least all of their big names, including Sanders and JImmie Ward. There you go. I want to give you guys a reaction because I know a lot of people were asking for. I saw some of the comments. I was getting tweets about what the 49ers did today. I love the Armstead move. You had to do it. You know, it's a lot of money, but you got to pay pass rushers because they're the most important players on your defense. I think it's a great move overall. It needed to happen. I'm glad they didn't have to settle for franchise tagging him and then, franchise tag him and then trade him. It just would have been an absolute mess. I was a little bit worried about the DeForest Buckner mega trade, but then I realized the 13th overall pick is 100% worth it, and Buckner wanted Aaron Donald-type money, as we reported. It was going to be too much. I think this is great for the 49ers, who now have 7 picks in the NFL draft and can potentially, get 2 first-rounders, or will have 2 first-round players who can make instant impacts on their push for a 2020 Super Bowl. There you go. All the time we have for a day on the 49ers Report. I'm Thomas Mott. We'll go ahead and sign off. Stay tuned to not only Chat Sports, but the Chat Sports 49ers channel. Plenty more to come in the coming days. We roll through free agency. All the time we have for today. Thomas Mott signing off for the rest of your day.